Damn, that was good. Where's the gabagool, Carmela? Sorry. Anyway. Hi everyone. That's spoiler for some people. Hi everyone. It's me, Grant the movie and TV guy. Hello. I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I got home and, to be fair, I need something to eat. Sorry. Been back from the screen for a little bit, but it's fine. Movies and TV. So we do here, and today we are talking about a movie that I have been, if I were to make like a top 10 most anticipated movies of this year, this would be on there, and that is The Many Saints of Newark. Occasionally with the subtitle, A Sopranos Story. And why is it subtitled that? Well, let's find out. The film is directed by Alan Taylor, who is known for doing television, including the show The Sopranos, which is going to be very important. He also directed, among other things that I've seen, Thor the Dark World, which I like more than other people, even though I know it's not the best ever, and then Terminator Genesis, which was fine. This, however, far and away, by a country mile, what I've seen is Alan Taylor's best film. What's the story about? Well, if you believe in the marketing, you'd think it would be about Tony Soprano. It is, but not really. Basically, it's set between, I believe, roughly the late 60s, early 70s. It centers on... But the real center of the film is, it's a prequel to the popular HBO series The Sopranos, which I watched in high school. I was a massive fan of. And it is essentially about Uncle Dickie. It's not really about Tony Soprano. Alessandro Novallo, I believe his name is, plays Dickie Moltisanti, who is the Uncle Dickie of Tony Soprano, who, from what I remember, was never seen on the show. They just mention him a lot. He is, let's say, swiftly is not in the picture. How did that happen, and how did a young Tony Soprano head on the path? He's played earlier in the movie by a younger actor, but in the second half of the film, the role is taken over by the primary actor, who is played terrifically, the young man, teenage Tony Soprano, played by Michael Gandolfini, who is, which is very important because the late, great James Gandolfini played Tony Soprano, and that is his late father. So the son is playing the father's part, and along with stuff including the race riots of 1967, as well as a rival gang member, a part of an African-American sort of family, played by the always terrific Leslie Odom Jr., who we talk about a lot on the show, and I'm a massive fan of. All these things converge into the life of the Moltisantis and the Sopranos and Tony Soprano's origin. And how did this, young scrapper from Newark become one of the scariest anti-heroes / villains in the history of TV and all media? Alright, let's find out. I'm just going to come right out with it. Like I said, I love The Sopranos. Many Saints of Newark has gotten a mixed to positive reaction, even both from the fan base and from critics. I'm not going to be mixed on it, though. I'm not going to mince words. I loved The Many Saints of Newark. It's one of the best films of the year. And I would say that if I knew nothing about The Sopranos, and here's the proof. I took someone who wanted to see this movie with me. I took, actually, my mother. She wanted to see the film. She's never seen one moment of The Sopranos. At the very beginning, she asked me about 2 questions about who characters were, because they kind of throw you right in. Answered them. She didn't ask me another question again. Then after the movie was over, I said, "What'd you think?" She says, "I liked that movie a lot." And I said, "It didn't confuse you at all?" He goes, "No. It's just a really good mob movie." So if you watch The Sopranos, you are going to get more out of it, especially a twist late in the game, which I will not spoil, involving, let's just say, that rocks the Sopranos narrative as far as I'm concerned. Michael Gandolfini's terrific, but the real star of this movie is Alessandro Novallo. He's as Uncle Dickie. He's insane in this movie. He's great. He totally killed it. Totally killed it. And then you also got people like Vera Farmiga, who plays Tony's mother in this as a younger woman, and is just, oh my god, she's basically playing an uber Italian normal Louise Bates again from Bates Motel. Like, she's just great, and she's does a Spitfire. But there's one scene in particular that almost cracked me up, teary-eyed me. Talk, Grant. Made me tear up, and it was a scene. Some of it's in the trailer, but not the main part, where she's talking to the guidance counselor, and she talks about a happy memory that Tony had, and you can tell that it might be the only time he had a happy memory of his mother. It's a very heartbreaking scene, but the thing is that Michael Gandolfini is great. Some other actors, I don't know the name, but the actress who plays, I can't think of her, but she is the mistress of Uncle Dickie. Fantastic. You got Leslie Odom Jr., like I said. You've got John Magaro, and I'm going to talk a little more about him later, playing Saul. You got Billy Magnuson, which I think is perfect casting as young Polly Walnuts. And you even got Ray Liotta, two for the price of one Ray Liotta. He plays two roles, and is great in both of them. And you got my boy, John Bernthal. And it's just really good. It's deep. Some shots, the cinematography... There's one shot in particular involving a certain character's demise. That's all I'll say. That, to me, shot like the Tree of Life. It was this really... It involves water. It was beautifully shot. It's shot like a 60s movie, and that's what's leading me to my biggest praise of this film. So this film is not, like I said, directed by David Chase, who wrote the story, but he did direct another movie that also had John Magaro in it, as well as James Gandolfini when he was alive, that everyone should watch. It's on Paramount Plus. It also had one of my favorite sort of unsung actresses, Bella Heathcote, in it. It's called Not Fade Away. Came out about 10 years ago. Great movie. It's about as opposite to The Sopranos as can be. It's actually about like a 60s rock band. But it's beautifully shot, and certain shots in this reminded me of that, in the way it's lit, the way it's put together. And also, when I watch him, John Magaro is also really putting it on, and it kind of reminds me that he was also a voice actor on Bully the video game, and probably played a lot of the like the greaser characters in that game. Anyway, but you got a lot of good actors in there, and talking a lot about actors, but it really is like the actors and the writing. And give it to young Mr. Gandolfini. He had big shoes to fill, like with his dad. I know that's going to be one that people are going to bring up a lot, but... And apparently, according to an interview he did last night on Seth Meyers, he actually did have to audition quite a bit. So it wasn't like nepotism either. He just was the best guy for the job. And he is. He's fantastic in this movie. And this is really the first time I've seen him in anything. I think this is like his first big role. Fantastic. It looks like his dad. He gets the hunch down, the voice, everything. Look, this might be past you, and I'll say this. It may vary with you, because there are certain things that do hinge on your knowledge of this show a little bit, but I loved Many Saints of Newark. I loved it, and there's nothing more really to say. It's very well shot, it's very effective, it has that dark sense of humor that he does on the show really well, and it's definitely not for children. It's very R-rated, and that's all there is to say, and I'm gonna... Uh-oh. Who's that at the corner? No, Mr. Soprano, no! That's right. 5 out of 5 stars for Many Scenes in Newark. I'm not kidding. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies of the year so far. And it may not be yours, but this is my review. This is my list. I love this film. Directed once again by Alan Taylor. It's far and away his best film. And again, I really want to do an Unfairly Overlooked someday on Not Fade Away. It's a really good movie. Really great ending to that movie, too. Last scene in particular, like a last shot in that movie. It's beautiful. Alright, so, but also, Many Scenes in Newark, 5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. And since I saw it in theaters, that's right, I didn't see it on HBO Max, let's talk about some trailer trash. Talk about some trailer trash. Okay, well, some of those we can go through. The Last Duel, it's coming out in a couple weeks. I'll definitely check it out. Really excited. Jackass Forever, coming out in February. It was kind of funny, because like I said, I took my mom with me. Because she kind of makes out a list sometimes when she wants to go with me. Like, okay, this one, so I'll take her. And she wants to see The Last Duel, but Jackass Forever, I was just watching her, and she giggled a couple times, and I'm just like looking at it like, trying to be like, yeah, you don't have to go to... I'm guessing this is not one of the ones that's going to be at least. She goes, no, it won't. You can see that by yourself. I'm like, okay. I'm probably going to go with like a friend of mine to that one, because we saw the last 2 together, I think. Yeah. Jackass 3 and then... Yeah, A Bad Grandpa. Yeah. Okay, in the theater. Alright. I'm excited. I love Jackass. This is one with a weird title, but it's definitely now like one I'm excited. Licorice Pizza. This is the new film from Paul Thomas Anderson. Looks excellent. One scene also made her laugh that surprised me. There's like a scene in the trailer where it's one of the Haim sisters, I think it's Alana, I love Haim, is the love interest in it. And the main kid is actually Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. So it's another son of an amazing actor who's unfortunately gone from us. But it seems like, he goes, do you want to look at my boobs? And he goes, opens up her shirt, her top, and he goes, wow, can I feel them? Just slaps him. Just the way it's tied. I don't know, I thought it was really funny. Also, I should point out that this movie is clearly set in the 1970s. It looks great. It's kind of like he's a young actor. It looks really good. Like, his character is a young actor. This one I'm excited for. It's also coming out with good Belfast. Getting good words out of Venice. It's Kenneth Branagh directed it. The last film he did, I loathed, which is Artemis Fowl, but I do generally love Kenneth Branagh. He did one of my favorite Shakespeare films, Hamlet, his version from '96. I think it's excellent. I'm really excited for Belfast. It looks terrific. The filmmaking looks great. Halloween Kills. I'm going on the 14th of October. I'm really excited. I got my ticket. And then again, The Matrix Resurrections. I cannot wait. That title's kind of clunky, isn't it? It shouldn't just be The Matrix Resurrection, not Resurrections. I know they're trying to play on like revolutions. It just sounds kind of clunky to me. King Richard, we've talked about this one a bunch. It's a story about Venus and Serena with Will Smith. Looks really good. I think that's the one where she turned to me and said, I'll go see that one. Okay, cool. The last one is a Red Band trailer, and it's The King's Man. This is a Red Band, like I said. So all the already participated, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait. Neither can my brother. We're both big Kingsman fans. It's coming out right after Spider-Man. I think it's like the Wednesday after, so that's going to be interesting. Was there shawarma? Alright, that's it for the trailers. Was there shawarma? Yeah, there was. A little bit. In the mid-credits, there's a little part, like a resolution to the Leslie Odom Jr. character. That's all I'm going to say. And then, other than that, no, there is nothing after the credits. I will say this, though, without spoiling anything. The last shot before the credits, where they play the Sopranos theme music over, the moment they do it, perfect. It might be too abrupt for some people. I loved it. I love this movie. 5 out of 5 for me. Okay. We will be back later tonight, I'm hoping, if not tomorrow, to check out The Guilty, which is now streaming on Netflix. I'm really excited for it, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Riley Keough, and directed from the director of Infinite, in Training Day, Anton Fuqua, who's a great director, and I liked Infinite more than other people. I thought it was probably his worst film, but it's just like, it was a guilty pleasure. I don't know, it's just leave your brain at the door, popcorn, comic booky kind of thing. Anyway, so we're gonna do that, and then Sunday maybe we're gonna try to talk Queen Pins, and also the Card Counter is now on streaming, so I guess I'll watch the Card Counter too. And then we'll talk about Monday night, the Jesus music, or as I call it, Don't Mess with the Jesus music, or Don't F with the Jesus music. And then Wednesday we got No Time to Die, early screening. It's gonna be late Wednesday night, and then we also have What If Season 1 with spoilers, and which I'll actually do a review for. And then we also have, not like a roundup, I'll do an actual review. And then we have Halloween Kills and The Last Duel next week, and then Dune, which I might have a special guest for, hopefully, if we can get our things together. I'll be seeing it for sure and reviewing it, but we might have some special guests. Alright, that'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all, I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000, be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to, give it a subscribe if you want to, give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. And also, if you want to find me elsewhere, I am on Letterboxd.com at Grant the Movie and TV Guy. We got lists, reviews, and other fun stuff, including, just started today, my 31 movies of Halloween. We started with Paranormal Activity, the first one. We got a review of that. And we're going to do ones every day through the month of October through Halloween. Like the day Halloween. Cannot wait. Anyway, enjoy a nice sandwich made from delicious gabagool. Smoke your cigarette. But don't hurt people. Mr. Soprano, bad boy. And thank you all. See you soon. That was lame. Thank you all. See you soon. Bye. Go watch Not Fade Away, too. The perfect double feature. Especially since they're both on streaming, too. Go check them out. Bye.